Hey, everybody. Welcome to another great, or hopefully great, episode of Super Desperation Radio, where we'll be 98% about bird frogs all day long.
Bird frog is too strong.
Bird frog is too strong. I thought it was weak, but I was seeing it from the wrong point of view.
Mm-hmm. I remember when my parents sat me down and told me about the birds and the frogs. They said, son, never jump in on Sizo.
You're gonna lose.
Yes, the bird frog is in...
Very own Hell Pockets learned last night?
Yes, I did learn that I am the bird frog and the bird frog is me, especially when I jump in on it. But, no, seriously speaking, we have actually a pretty packed show tonight full of real topics, ranging from new games to new game ideas to new rules in game tournaments that may or may not be a great idea. So
just a quick aside, Birdfrog is actually from Breaker's Revenge, for those who don't know.
Yes,
if you missed the daily blow-up featuring our own Gibby and Hell Pockets from yesterday night, there was a whole lot of Chris getting blown up at Breaker's Revenge.
Yes, Birdfrog was the hashtag, apparently.
Trending right now. Birdfrog.
I think it was trending more than Bautista winning the Rumble.
Yep. Wow. Can we not talk about that? I don't really want to get angry again.
I know, man. I was mad for at least like 2 hours.
I honestly just walked away in disgust. Never mind. What did I bother?
And I thought his name is officially Bautista.
Bautista?
Bautista.
I was saying Bautista.
His name is Bautista after he received that Sheamus scissor kick to the dome that was like 80% stiff and 20% fuck you, man. But
man, I didn't even want to see Sheamus in there, but I was like, well, I mean, at least I haven't seen Sheamus or cared about him ever.
Yeah, right. No, I just have to say, when they went down to the 3-man standoff, I literally ran in my head. In my head, was thinking like, wow, there are two really bad ideas in the ring with Roman Reigns right now.
And then and they both won the Rumble before,
right? And I'm thinking like, who do they want to pass it off
Sheamus
to?
Sheamus won, didn't he?
I think Sheamus just got he got the strap off a squash match or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Didn't he like take it from Daniel Bryan originally?
Yeah. Well, that wasn't the first time. He had won the WWE title at some point. Okay. I wasn't watching at that point. I don't know.
Neither was I. It was just kind of in and out for me during that era. And then just to see him come back, and I'm thinking in my head like, okay, who are you going to push more? Here's this guy who literally quit on you on TV and walked away and had a crappy career and is only just now starting to make something of himself and decides to come back, and who knows how long he's here for? Or are you going to give it to the guy that you fucked up the first time and really doesn't have a face in your business? Or are you going to push the guy that's here every night busting his ass and everybody loves him?
I honestly just wish they would have given the rocket push to Birdfrog. I think that Birdfrog could really carry the WWE into the next couple decades.
That was the correct answer.
Birdfrog's too strong.
Birdfrog is too strong, man.
The answer is E, none of the above. Apparently the fans want Daniel Bryan. What are you doing?
They booed Rey Mysterio.
Daniel Bryan, but apparently that's not an option. So.
No.
Oops.
That's not even on the other category.
But, so, in non-wrestling news...
Thank God.
For those who might have watched it, Kumite in Tennessee was this weekend, and it was a really good tournament. The only problem is that every top 8 was 3 out of 5 matches, and I'm pretty sure they were playing that until well after midnight in Tennessee.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the stream's ending, and like, wow, it's like 9:30. Tennessee's pretty out there.
Yeah.
So what? 12:30 our time?
No.
It was 9:30.
It was about 9:40 our time. Which ending a tournament on a Sunday at basically 1 a.m, it's got to be pretty rough for people who got to work the next day.
Yeah, I think they ended the entire tournament at about 1 a.m. their time because they did the whole backwards battle thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. They did,
which I thought was cute, but I mean, it still doesn't compare to when Hellpox and I did our little blindfold thing. That was best.
That was great.
Yeah, and by that I mean Hellpockets was, he was well aware of what was going on. He was looking at the screen. I wasn't.
I wasn't wearing my glasses.
I beat you one-handed without looking at the screen.
Can we move on from this? Kinda like,
Nah, we're never moving on.
But honestly, the highlights of KIT were Tekken, but obviously everybody knew that Tekken was going to be a highlight. It's Tennessee. Tennessee is the Southeast. Southeast might as well just be known as the place you play Tekken if you want to get good.
Yep.
But the other highlight, honestly, was Injustice, which had some really surprising players in top 8. A Bane got second place. And that, I think, shocked a lot of people. Although, if you watch the matches, he was a really solid player. So...
that's actually good to hear, because I haven't heard much about Injustice lately.
Yeah, Injustice hasn't been making a lot of sound lately, at least in the greater community. I'm sure, they're still playing their game really hard. But I think it gave a lot of people another wake-up call yesterday, if you tuned into this stream. So
Always nice to hear.
But man, 3 out of 5 games.
Ew.
That shit was...
Nah, man.
Yeah.
I'm not about this 3 out of 5 life.
Okay, so they did that, but I'm not sure. Well, I know KOF wasn't there, so that might have been like the straw that broke the camel's back if it was, 3 out of 5.
Well, I mean, I understand winners finals, losers finals, grand finals, all that stuff. Them doing that 3 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
But the entire top 8 was 3 out of 5. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's esports.
So here's the biggest problem is that Tekken Tag Tournament 2, if you do, it's 3 out of 5 rounds already.
Mhm.
You go 3 out of 5 matches. If that goes the distance, that means one match can go 30 minutes. Easy.
That's not fun.
That's not fun. That there is no fun being had by viewers. I understand loving the game, and I understand being a part of the community and enjoying it, but it's wearing on people.
Mm-hmm. And with Tekken has always been standard 3 out of 5 rounds, best 2 out of 3, right?
Not always.
Okay. 'Cause I remember being that
It
way.
has fluctuated over time. It started being the standard basically with 6.
Okay.
Tekken Tag 1 had toyed with it at one point or another.
Mhm.
But I don't think it was... I remember seeing tournaments where it was just 2 out of 3 rounds. So...
Okay. Yeah, because the only reason I remember that is because Tag 1. Like, I remember seeing a bunch of Tag 1 tournaments back in the early days. Like, Tag 1 and Virtual Fighter. Pretty much every 3D game, I remember being 3 out of 5 rounds.
Okay.
Except for Dead or Alive, because I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what was going on with Dead or Alive.
Yeah, I don't know either, to be honest with you. But it's just too slow. And as you could see, it killed their scheduling. It just destroyed it. Unless they were really planning on ending the tournament at 1 a.m. I kind of doubt that.
No, I don't think anybody ever wants to end a tournament at 1 a.m. before they before Monday.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think these dudes are like, oh man, can't wait to go to work in 5 hours.
No, I mean, like what? Let's see. I guess there's some games that it works out for. Like, it works out for Marvel.
I think that's debatable even.
Yeah, I was about to say that's debatable. I don't think it works out for Marvel, personally.
I think Marvel is a game that it became accepted because players complained about the random factor.
Mhm.
And as the skill cap in that game has been raised, I don't think you can argue for that anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's usually some
People-
pretty solid beatdowns these days.
Yeah, people know how to play the game now. There's not really random. I mean, there's going to be gimmicks, but if you get good gimmicks on a 2 out of 3, you just tell them "good game, kid," shake their hand, and walk away.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you were just not the better player today. What can you do?
Yeah.
I need that extra match to get my shit back in order.
Yeah. I think the biggest problem is that people need to understand that not every tournament is like, this tournament is for who is the greatest player in the history of fighting games. Whoa. Because if it was, you were going to, okay, we're running first to 10, but that's not what this is. It's one tournament, and you run 2 out of 3. You want to play somebody for longer, you run exhibitions, where you can run first to 5s or whatever, or you run a money match.
Yeah, exhibitions or just whatever. It's completely different from tournament. Like,
Yeah, you can clock out that time for an exhibition and run
Mhm.
first to 5 with people if you want, because it's like, all right, we're going to do 8 people. These are the 8 best people. So what we're going to do is we're going to say who is the best, of these 8. Let's find out.
yeah, I
You
mean,
can
look
run
at,
that.
Look at like the playoffs for football. You get
Yeah.
we got one game. That's all
Yeah.
you get.
That's
You
pretty
get
messed
one.
up, man.
And that's still considered the best team in the league for that year. You
yeah.
can come back next year. Everybody can come back next year. But you only got one.
You only get
Like,
one chance, huh?
take the year the Patriots went
Oh, God.
16-0, and then the Giants beat them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh yeah, they were the better regular
18-1.
season team. Yeah.
I will always remember, and I will always laugh
I
very
will,
heartily.
I will never say the Giants ever beat anybody in the Super Bowl.
I know. But it's just like that. Patriots lost. Patriots going into it were the favorite. They were the better team in every way. But hey, they lost. Does that make them the best that season?
Yeah, that's where we get the whole phrase "any given Sunday" because it's one game.
Yep.
You don't go, I wasn't playing my best. It's a good thing this is a 2 out of 3 set, guys.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, so like the extra match just seems like it gave you extra time to like, I guess, to not necessarily figure out what you're gonna do, but maybe like not really sweat it so much. And I think that's just kind of hand holding for most games.
It gives you an extra match to figure out your opponent.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole point. That was the argument that Marvel players were making. Like, such and such top player got random out by this guy, and then he ended up losing the very next round. He got double OCV, 2 perfects, and all this crap. So you give us one extra game to eliminate randomness, meaning you give us one extra game so we can figure out this random ass player and beat him.
Well, I would never say it fixed a random issue because people were still getting randomed out after that. We all saw what happened to NCR last year.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
think about
for
it. Some
those who
people
didn't,
can be.
explain what you're talking about, Chris.
All right, so last year at NCR we had actually a couple of upsets, but 2 of I think the Filipino champ versus KBR one was, I think Champ was asking for that. Basically, Champ picks a team that he's not known for playing. I'm not saying he wasn't good at the team because he doesn't use it that often, but he decided to play it against Kane Blue River, a guy who presses buttons a lot.
It's definitely not a team you see him play in tournaments, in national tournaments.
Right.
He's probably played it at a couple locals, or maybe even a lot of locals in NorCal, but he played Ghost Rider against Kane Blue River, and nobody has really ever seen him play that in a national tournament, and he got walloped for it.
Yeah, it didn't work out. And the thing was, he didn't let go of it. He kept going.
Yeah.
And so Kane Blue River won, and that was one of those situations where it was like you had 3 chances to realize this wasn't working, and you still didn't, it still didn't work out. You still didn't fix it. And I guess that's like the epitome of being randomed out by some people. And then the other one was, of course, Senior Taxi versus Chris G, who I think Senior Taxi is legit, but a lot of people said he got lucky. And I was like, I don't know how he gets lucky 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's the thing, is that people are, and we've talked about this, but people are always going to make an excuse. People who have pride on the line and have themselves on the line or their money on the line, there's always going to be an excuse why I lost. Oh, I wasn't feeling well, or oh, my stick, or oh, this guy got lucky. Look, I've given most of these except for the stick thing. I don't ever blame my stick. But everybody's done it. It's just something that we do because you're mad about losing. So why are we going to take everybody's time up just because you're mad about losing?
Don't worry. The only reason why I lost was because God wanted to test his faith in me. I still believe in him, and I'm coming back next year to win Evo.
Dude,
Just
you're
you
like,
wait.
that's like the best ever, man.
Yeah, that's the
There you go.
best excuse. I am the new Job. Let's go.
Wow.
See, what if they take it in the other direction? Where it's
Uh-oh.
about pride, right? That's why you make excuses.
Mhm.
What if you make those same excuses, but you throw pride out the window and it's like, dude, the only reason you won is because I shitted myself.
Yeah, only reason why you lost is because I'm incontinent, and I was thinking more about peeing my pants than playing this game.
Grown man business, dog.
Do you have any idea how much Taco Bell I ate before the match?
Now, hold on. I'm just gonna say this. I don't think that's a legit excuse because I have been in many situations where I needed to take a massive shit in the middle of a match. I'm like, well, I'm gonna finish this match and then run to the restroom, and I won my matches.
Yeah.
That's
think-
not an excuse. That should give you more motivation to win.
Or like if it's like the last match of your pool and it's just like, I am starving to death. I am literally a walking skeleton right now with like canvas wrapped around me. I gotta win. I gotta go. You know?
Hey, I've made this point before, but I had to go throw up between matches before, and you come back and you just play. So I don't think people have an excuse.
No.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, you could even get like, the Mortal Kombat 9 PDP stick, and you just open up and throw up in your stick. You don't even have to leave.
There you go, a perfect container. You didn't need what was in the stick anyway.
Yeah, that was an undocumented feature of that stick. Nobody knew about it.
No. I mean, think about it. I mean, the stick had a cover for all the electronic parts. You would not be vomiting in those parts.
Yeah, that's a good point. Wow, I didn't even think about it. I know.
Yeah, Jason Wilson with those top tier designs.
I'm really curious why Hell Pockets doesn't own this stick. It seems like it was just tailor made for him.
Well, I just throw up on the carpet.
Yeah,
that's true.
You could just be sparing us all the trouble if you just threw up on your stick.
I just throw up on myself.
That's true too.
Yeah.
That's
I like
more
to,
likely to happen
rinse
than
it up.
that stick.
Garçon!
I'm telling you
Bring
that
me my vomit cup.
if I have to aim it, it's not gonna work.
I believe that.
Yeah, I completely understand that.
But I'm just saying, like, whatever happened to people just saying I played like shit? Here in NorCal, that is like the mantra.
Yeah.
Everybody always
Oh,
says
yeah.
I played like shit. Even if they win, I played like shit. Isaiah won Southtown Ranbat tournaments back to back. Oh, I play like shit. Why am I winning against you people? I don't even know what I'm doing. Blah blah blah. Like, that's like the way we get out of everything is by telling everybody that we suck, but we're still winning.
Yeah. Then he loses the Combo Fiend in the first of 5 match, and then it's like, oh, he was just doing day one combos.
Yeah,
I saw
right.
that one on YouTube.
Hey,
Whoa,
guys,
verbatim.
I'm better than this guy. The only reason I lost is because he was doing day one combos.
And you're like, wait, what? How does that work?
Day one, dude. Day one.
Day one apparently greater than day 5.
Yep.
Sometimes it
Only
works
reason
like
why
that.
I won is because he was doing day 9 combos. He was like sitting there talking about StarCraft 2. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
These people in chat talking about farting while playing. I think that's really high level strategy.
Yeah, dude,
I do that all the time.
Think about it this way. Look, people these days they put on the sunglasses so they get like less vision sensory. Then they turn off like their sound with like putting on headphones and shit. That just makes their smell receptors even stronger.
That's right. They
So
don't
you
plug their
You
noses.
rip a juicy one.
They
and then
gotta
you
breathe
let it walk
sometime.
Their direction, and then boom, you got them. You win.
That's how you beat Daigo.
Yeah, that's how you get Daigo, man. You hit him with that textured fart. Like, I want him to taste it. Like, I just don't want him to smell it.
What you do before a match is, you just rub your eyes really hard so they look all bloodshot and just, go in and be like, it's going to be a good match. Just fake coughing on them to make them worried that they're going to get some sort of like H1N1 string.
Wow. Really? We were going to germ warfare now, guys.
It's psychological germ warfare. We're actually not getting them sick. You just make them think that they're going to get sick. Like, you cut yourself while shaving, and then you take the tissue you dry the blood up with and keep it in your pocket so you have a bloodied rag in your hand, and then you just cough into it, and it looks like you coughed up blood. So the entire time they're playing, you think they're going to catch TB.
Oh my god, he's like, yo, this guy's hella good, man. It's like Ukyo.
Yeah, how do you think you won all those matches in Sam? Just
got
like,
Yeah, right?
hella apples everywhere.
You got hella dirty ass apples. Like, Hammer was like, oh, get away from me, man.
you got to keep the doctor away somehow.
Wow.
Jeez.
But going back to the point was, it takes too long. And for viewership, okay, there's obviously some viewers who are really going to enjoy their specific game, and 3 out of 5 works for them. But for everybody else who is tuned in to see the other games, that's going to kill it for them in a lot of cases.
I'm okay with like winners or grand finals being a bit longer.
Yeah,
or even just bands, but before then, not so much.
And the thing is, like, if you give it to one game, why are you giving it to one game and not the other ones, That's just going to spark this whole thing where everybody thinks their game needs 3 out of 5, Next thing you know, CVS2,
that's
like,
already
everybody
happening,
said.
actually.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's been
All
happening.
I'm saying is, if they want to say a compelling argument for why their game should be 3 out of 5 rather than 2 out of 3 or any other such number, I think that they should actually do statistical analysis of the average length of a game being 2 out of 3 versus 3 out of 5 and what the time constraints will look like, so that way it'd be more appealing for tournament organizers.
Yeah.
If the numbers don't add up, then it's just like, well, sorry, bro, we got other stuff to do. We
I
got
think
20
you got
games.
to-
How do you get a statistical analysis of that, though?
Well, I mean, you get tournament stream matches, and you just kind of like get as many as you can, and just get yourself a group
Stopwatch or something.
Yeah, and then you just kind of average the numbers of like how long each match took, because there's also like, sure, there's these matches, but then how long is the button check gonna go? Do we have to wait for anything? There's a lot of other variables you don't have to do, but just at the core of just taking, from when they sit down, starting their button check to when the game is over, just get the total length and just get as many test matches as they can and just average it out.
Yeah, that's what.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what a few TOs had me do for KOF 13. They were trying to figure out exactly how long it took to run an average 2 out of 3 KOF 13 match. And I did just about that. Yeah, it's average like 12, 13 minutes.
Now, mind you, this is against this is what average players playing. A lot of people that play KOF in tournament are horrible, and they take forever.
Yeah, like the max KOF 13 match will go on as like 15 to 17 minutes because of button check, character select, and all that crap. But a few were toying with making it 3 out of 5. And I didn't have to do any kind of research for it. I just directed them to Southtown Arcade Ranbats, where the winners or grand finals is always 3 out of 5, and it would always get reset. That took an hour. Yep.
And you can see Harrison pulling his hair out every day.
Yeah, exactly. Harrison, I'm pretty sure Harrison wears his hat because he's bald now. He tore out all of his hair from watching King of Fighters 13 for an hour.
What do you mean they went grand finals? Winner side got 2 wins and then losers brought it back. Now they reset it. They're doing it again.
The one cool thing about the long sets though is it really makes you cheer for people you wouldn't want to win normally, as long as they're in winners.
That's true. It's just like wrap it up.
Yeah, just like wrap it up, guys. Just this guy, you're obviously in winners for a reason. Pack this dude up.
That's definitely what happened during the LA qualifiers for the Street Fighter 25th. Like, I mean, everyone at home was like, "Oh my god, that was the hypest match ever!" Oh my god! But like, when you were there in person and you didn't have the commentators, and it was like, it was like Justin and Snake Eyes, I think.
Yeah, that was exactly.
Oh my god! Like everyone was like, "Oh, just don't reset it, doll. You reset it. Why did you do that? Just let it happen. No, don't win this. No."
Please collude. Please collude. Just put the pot. I want to go.
People were like asleep and crying. Like it was really bad.
Actually, I remember that because I was amusing myself during the end of those matches because I found that sign from that that stripper place, like Exotic LA or some shit that's by the airport, and I was just taking pictures with everyone in that ballroom. And I was like, "Hey guys, we're a good time."
Yeah, no one was actually paying attention anymore. Like apparently the commentary made it because everyone at home thought it was the greatest match ever, but everyone who was in the room was like yelling at I forgot who it was that reset it, but everyone hated him.
I was at that tournament and I don't remember this.
I think you actually might have left
early. In the middle of it, just like you just repressed.
Oh, you know what? I think I did leave. I was probably like,
by the time that you left,
nuts to this.
Yeah, by the time you left, I had taken pictures with everybody with that advertisement, and then I think I was just playing Tag 2 with Markman in the back.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, I do remember that.
Man, we can't even watch our own grand finals, man. Shit.
I'm not about that Street Fighter 4 life.
I know.
I mean, I like watching Street Fighter 4. I like watching high-level play for almost anything. It's just when it gets to the point of just like, look, man, these games are too random. We need 3 out of 5 rounds, 4 out of 7 sets, 90% of the time, 100% of the time.
Yep.
I gotta say, the only game I ever thought needed 3 out of 5 sets was like Hokuto no Ken, just because of how it works. And even that's a hard sell.
3 out of 5 rounds. I don't even think you should play 3 out of 5 games though. 3 out of 5 rounds makes sense because the second round somebody dies in one hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Your star gauge is gone. You're done.
That's the only reason that game needs 3 out of 5 rounds. But you should never play 3 out of 5
4 to 7 rounds, one match. Just get it over with.
Yeah, I would be fine with that.
Yeah.
The only thing I think that's bad is when there's games where meter's really intensive. Because it screws up your meter management.
Yeah,
because you can play games for like 2 out of 3 rounds, and you've already kind of planned out how your meter's going to be, allocated. And it's like, you know what, I can give up the second round as long as I go into the third round with them being at a meter deficit or me being completely at a meter advantage. Like I have full meter. When you get into 4 out of 7, it starts getting really weird because now you're playing for like this completely undocumented like place and time where you don't know how much meter you're going to have because you've never played to that length before.
Yeah.
So that's a little weird. But for like 3D games, fuck it. Like screw 2 out of 3 or screw 3 out of 5 rounds, 2 out of 3 matches. Just go fucking 4 out of 7, one game. Let's do it.
4 out of 7. Fuck that.
Well, I mean, without meter, you know, so
Yeah, like the only
you're
game
not
that's
managing
here
anything.
Yeah.
is fucking
Plus,
Calib-
there's no real
Caliber
counter
5.
picking. You know, because you don't get
Well,
into the room.
there are counter picks, but
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Like, you can't change it up at a certain point. Gotta commit.
But yeah, it's just too much.
I just hope
Too
it's not something that they'll like just try out on us at a major sometime soon.
They
'cause
did what? They did 3 out of 5 for Street Fighter at Evo last year, right? Was it Evo or was it
I
something
think-
else?
I think it was after pools were done. They did 3 out of 5.
So it was top 8.
they said they were going to do that though because like they had been talking about it that a month beforehand because I think Ryan Hart brought it up saying that the game was too random and
Yeah. Once again, random.
There's that word again.
Street Fighter 4 is like one of the least random games out of all the newer games, if you ask me.
I know, man. I'm like, what do they think they're playing, man? Like I got hit by a random full screen ultra. Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
it's
get hit, if you're getting hit by Wake Up Ultra and you are in top 8, I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, remember the old
That was
our
the
old
best
saying.
Wake Up Ultra ever.
Just remember our old saying. It's not random when it hits.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
It's freaking ume when it hits.
Yeah, it's ume when it hits, random when it's blocked.
Are we
right.
talking like a
Just the best reads.
The Mike Ross
Shadow
reads.
showdown? Yeah, like the Mike Ross knocks out
Mike Ross
Mago.
Mago moment.
Yeah, it's just like that wasn't a random ultra. You got hit. You know,
Yeah,
that's
right.
all you, man.
He didn't think he would do it, and Mike did it.
That's the
why it
best
works.
time to do it.
Yeah, that was
This
the
is
game
the
of
thing,
chicken.
It's not random either because I'm sure Mike Ross wanted to do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
make it random. It's like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. He probably won't do shit about it, and
Yeah.
that's why people do these things.
If Mike Ross was just like hunched over the freaking stick and like squinting his eyes closed and going and just mashing the buttons and it came out, that might be random, you know?
See,
Yeah.
if he should have done the checklist where it's like, all right, I'm in a complete lead. I might die to Wake Up Ultra. Mike is known for doing this. He's got like 4 hours worth of charge in that down back that he's holding right now, and he's waking up, and I'm right next to him. Let me meaty him. Bad. That is bad. Like you need somebody to have an intervention for you. Like your parents
Your
need to come in.
decision-making process
Yeah.
was flawed.
Like your parents need to come in. Like mom needs to just put her hand on your shoulder and just, son, think about what you're doing.
You made a bad choice.
But it was
You
too
made a
late.
bad choice in life.
Oh,
So.
bad choices. I don't know if you guys agree with this, but I think it's a bad choice for Arc Systems work to release Xrd next month.
Mm.
What do you guys think?
Controversial.
Oh man, I am so on the fence about this right now because Persona 4 Arena 2 looks like a half-developed garbage pile right now, and I'm really scared that Xrd is going to end up the same way.
Well, do we know how long they've been actually working on it?
No.
So it could be something that, well, they called it an alpha when they first did a test for it, so it couldn't have been that long. But, I mean, we don't know what they've had going on beforehand. The way I see it is they probably should have beefed up the cast a little bit more. You know, maybe they were due for another locate test before they decided that, even announced that they're going to release it. So either Arxis is completely confident in this, or they're just like, we need to get this out right now.
Yeah.
You know what they're confident in? That they can get away with releasing haphazard crap, milking it as much as they can in the arcades, releasing it on console with more haphazard fucking characters that haven't been tested, using that as a beta test for another arcade update, and we're gonna play it the entire fucking time.
Yeah, I agree.
And the next update's going to be really good.
Continuum Shift 2.
Yeah. You guys like Continuum Shift 2? What if we added the EX version and now we have a really weird abbreviation?
Blaze Blue Continuum Shift 2 Extend Arcade Edition. Fuck.
C-Sex for everybody.
To be fair, though, CS1 was an atrocity. CS2 was pretty good. And then Extend is technically really balanced. I've just heard it's also really boring.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm hearing too.
I think
Is it like the Slash?
Extends up being like Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, where it's like, hey, there's only one kind of broken character, and he's not that broken, but holy shit, is this game boring as fuck.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That is the rub. You either get broken characters or you're bored. The one thing I will say about Exard coming out, because like it got announced pretty much around the same time as Ultra, right? And I would assume that the development cycle is more or less the same, except Ultra is coming off the back end of a lot of pre-development, whereas Exard's completely fresh, and with less than 8 months of development that we know of, as me and Gibby were talking about last night, this does seem like a rush job, especially when it wasn't even supposed to come out in February. They moved it up to come to February. Yeah. I don't know why you would do that.
Money.
Would it get any more or less? Like when they said that it was coming out, or I guess, what did they say before? Like spring?
Yeah, they said spring or second quarter.
I figure it's got to. I mean, it's definitely money, and it's probably the realization that they can release it as is, and given the amount of people who have shown interest, those people are basically gonna playtest this game for them.
Mm-hmm. And then
as they start to develop new characters, they'll just be able to update the game through AllNet with balance patches, new characters, because I don't think anyone is convinced this is the final version.
Oh, no way. Like, let's take
it's the final version for 4 months.
Yeah, it doesn't have Johnny in it. Of course it's not the final version. Simple as that.
Let's take a look at it this way. Look at a game like Under Night, which was complete and utter shit in its first revision.
Yeah.
Like, it actually had things that made me go, who the fuck let you guys design a game? Hey, RCs give you meter? What the fuck? It's like cantrips and magic. It's fucking free spells from Ursa Saga all over again. Guess what? That ruined an entire fucking game for what, like 3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that made the game really fun, but that's...
You're dumb.
Personally, I did not care about Under Night at all, in the slightest, until X-Late came out.
Yeah, I think me and Sanchez were the only ones that were like looking at Under Night beforehand.
We definitely would have conversations. Like, I would just hit up Chris like at midnight or something and be like, dude, there's like a slightly different version of Under Night now. RC's cost meter.
They build some other kind of meter, but it costs something else.
And then later on we were like, all right, the 100% combos are gone. They're down to 80%.
Yeah. Oh wait, this guy's got 100%, but it's impractical. But he's probably still going to do it anyway because it goes into a safe reset.
I think at some point we were just like, dude, the combos only last 2 seconds, do like maybe a third at the most, and it's a footsie game now.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what it is now. Like, you actually have to like try really hard to get something over 3K, and I'm happy with that.
Oh man, 90% combos. You mean Persona 4 2 Chie?
Dude, the funniest thing about the 90% combos is that they would actually run the clock out before they would kill you for the one character that could do them.
Oh yeah. Well,
they would just be like, I'm a little bumblebee with 2 knives. This is gonna take 4 hours.
And this is like, I might drop this, but the amount of damage I do and the reset damage I do, it's like I am the best player ever, man. Like, you can't block this shit.
You can't.
Nope. And then they fixed it.
See, now that's an interesting thing. It's like, will ArcSys do something similar where they'll release crap and then fine-tune it to where it's a fantastic game? I say they will. But more importantly, February means we get Heavy Day that much sooner.
You think we're going to have an arcade rip of that?
We're not getting that game at all in the States. So
I just want the soundtrack, dude. I just want fucking Heavy Day already. Just fucking driving down the 405 at 10 miles an hour.
Okay?
Wow.
Yeah.
Just gotta drive through Lancaster in the dust like, yeah!
Oh, somebody's getting a Refused album for their birthday.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Why would you do that to me?
Lim combos. Yeah, so, like, if they release it in February, we're probably not going to get it, we might get a home release by winter, maybe. Hopefully. Maybe.
I'm thinking a year.
A year? That's assuming that, like you said, they aren't, like, shopping it as it's being played in arcade. So because they might just decide to say, hey, we will start thinking about console plans after we're happy with the arcade version, which means we could be in this for a fucking while.
The reason I think it's actually a year is because they've already announced Persona 4 Arena 2 console release for next summer. So why push Xrd that close to that release date? Just do it next spring.
I feel that Xrd is going to be like Street Fighter 4, the original one, where it's like, hey guys, it's that game. It's kind of like the old game. It's got all these new things, and then when they will release console, it's like, and now it's got 8 new characters and all this other business, and it's gonna keep going. The only thing I can hope for is they do pull like a CS2 or like a AE where you're gonna get new stuff, but at least give you revision patches that are free. Maybe make some characters pay for but I really don't know. There's no reason for people to not release revision patches for free because they don't cost anything anymore. You don't have to pay for it to get updated on PSN and whatnot.
This is what I think about the whole thing. I do think it's going to be basically a beta, but it's going to have a massive player pool testing it. And it's going to be much cheaper for them to release it right now than it is for them to continue doing multiple beta tests with every new character release. So they can make money, and I'm assuming updating on AllNet is free. I'm not 100% sure. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is too.
Assuming
I'm pretty sure
it's
basically exactly like Nesca.
Okay. So assuming that it is free, it's better for Arc Systems as a company to release the game in February than it is to continue doing multiple location tests every few weeks, every month or so, because that costs them a lot of money. They can sell the game, make money, and continue doing what they're doing on the back end, and continue releasing all the new characters while they already made money from the previous game, instead of going to multiple locations like, hey, we got all these boards, we need to send people, we need to send different people for multiple hours, having to pay them and possibly pay for their food and all this other garbage. Let's just have the players test it. If they don't like it, we'll change it. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The thing I worry about though is do they sell something that's got the price tag of a complete game that's not complete, with the promise that one day it will be?
Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Kickstarter.
Yeah.
This is the thing with it. I'm not an Arc Sys player. I've only played just Reload for the most part in terms of competitive play, and I personally have more faith in Arc Sys as a company than I do in just about any other company out there in terms of what kind of quality product they want to have released. Like in the long run, they try to focus on their games, make sure it's the best it can be. Even if they add a character like, I don't know, Kokonoe. I still think they put out a better product than most other companies do.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely see a level of confidence from ArcSys that I don't see from other game developers anymore. Mm-hmm. As referenced by the fact that they can throw 3 games at us and one that's not even ready and probably not even bat an eyelash.
And we'll still play it.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's time for all of us to learn 90% touch of death combos with GA. Off a throw!
Off a
We're playing
throw?
Aquaman?
Hey. My character isn't even S tier.
I thought you were going into a Metallica song there.
He's definitely A. He's pretty much right below S tier. Aquaman is
fair.
literally a one-touch kill character. It's okay though. He's not Valk.
You could block Aquaman.
Nerf animals.
Cats and dogs living together. Total anarchy.
Not happening.
Yeah, so I think it'll at first it'll be bad for ArcSys. Like, people will give them shit because there's bound to be something screwed up with the game, because I personally feel it hasn't gone through enough playtesting. But in the long run, I think it'll work out. By the end of this year,
broken as hell.
Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of crap broken as hell, I think. But I personally feel by the end of this year, everyone's gonna jump on, not everyone, but a good chunk of people are gonna jump on the Xrd bandwagon and go, yep, this game's shit. I'm glad ArcSys patched out this dumb shit and all that.
But how long will it last? How long is the Guilty Gear community going to blow up for? Are we gonna have a vanilla Street Fighter 4 kind of renaissance, or are we just gonna have KOF 13 year 1?
It's tough to say. It could be either.
Yeah, I think it could too. I mean, you have a lot of people who have been saying, can't wait for the new Guilty Gear, really want to play it. But there was a lot of people who always used to say, man, I really want to play Guilty Gear. I think I should do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they sit at home and practice Marvel 3.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That sounds like King of Fighters.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh man, I really want to learn how to play this game, but it's too hard. And it's like, oh god, because like at least with Street Fighter 4, yeah, you have like a lot of the old heads, and it has the name of Street Fighter just being like that household name, and like a lot of people in the community know about Guilty Gear and stuff, but are people actually gonna like take the plunge and try and get into it? Because I'm thinking this one, I mean, Guilty Gear is a technical game, but it's not the most technical game, and at the same time, this one seems way more accessible to everybody. That if you want to play Gear, it still has what it looks like to be the core Gear gameplay. Sure, this might be like a really early version of the game, but I mean, it's still going to be Gear at its core. I'm more than certain, and it's a great way to get more people into it. But is it going to have the stigma of being an anime game or being Gear and being too hard or what? Or people be like, oh, I'm a new player and Gear's the game people used to play, but I want to play as Persona and BlazBlue because those characters are like my anime characters and whatnot.
Dude,
I just don't know how much clout it's gonna pull.
Anime games are too hard. I'm gonna go back to Street Fighter 4 where I have to use reconfigured stick so I can get one frame links repeatedly in a row.
Yeah. Wire
Too
up
hard.
my back button.
Too hard.
Yeah, it's like, why do that when you can just play old games? Old
Yeah.
games are great.
Exactly.
I have to say, you guys have made me a believer in Breaker's Revenge. I said it last night, but I think Breaker's Revenge is that perfect gateway drug into fighting games because it's easy, it's fun. It doesn't take long to feel competent in the game. A lot of people talk about how they'd like to get into fighting games in general, and they're too freaking hard to get into. The community be damned. A lot of people just can't get past like the whole idea of playing a game with that much going on in your head. And I'm not saying that doesn't exist in Breaker's Revenge, but it's definitely a lot easier to wrap your head around what's going on in there. So I think, if Guilty Gear if Exard takes an approach where it's like, we want people to feel like they're rewarded for trying hard in this game, but we don't want them to be scared off of like a freaking wall of text and knowledge you need to have before you even step into a match. I think it'll be very successful.
And I think there's going to be a certain amount that will fall on the old community at large to promote the game. Obviously, with Street Fighter 4, we saw a lot of older players like Alex Valle come back and try to teach new kids, try to motivate the scene. And we're sort of seeing a reverse with that right now because coming up this weekend here in LA, it's going to be Old Man Day.
Yeah.
As we get Super Turbo, Alpha 2, Marvel 2, and CVS 2.
What is it called? Geriatric
warfare.
Shit's sick.
Always with the warfares or the.
We can't call it a hug match.
They really should have called it something that was like B3, but I can't think of anything that goes with being old right now because I think that would have been good.
See, I think the clever one would have been to get an acronym that spells out AARP.
Yeah.
For when you're over 50.
That means you get to use that menu at Denny's too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah.
And you get to ride the bus for like half off.
Well, we just got back from the AARP tournament.
Yeah, this tournament's going to be held at Super Arcade this weekend. And it's going to be streamed by one of our favorite people in the world, IE Battlegrounds.
Yep.
It's going to be good. Super Turbo and if I remember right, Super Turbo and Alpha 2 are going to be held on Arcade.
Arcade or Super Guns? I'm not really sure what.
It's a modified setup that lets you plug in your own stick, so it's like a super gun type thing.
Oh, I know what it is. It's a consoleized CPS2.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are actually out now?
Yeah, that's probably what it's going to be. Holy shit.
Oh, that's really cool.
I really need to go to this. I really want to see this. I'm sorry.
When is this happening? This weekend?
Yeah,
This weekend. And then CVS 2 will be played on PS2.
Yeah.
And Marvel 2, of course, on Dreamcast.
All right, time to sneak in my memory card for CVS2 and hope nobody notices I'm playing EX Groove.
What a jackass.
I can
I got
JD
Parry
Parry.
and Just Defend.
And I'm working with a C Groove meter. Oh, yeah.
That's the best.
Level 2 supers every day.
You can just defend with roll cats. Nice.
Nah, man, I just pick my all-black Rock Howard and just, pick all the dark stages.
Oh, goddamn. You're one of those
Truly scumbagging it?
The guy that didn't have any color coordination, so he just made Rock a shadow. It's
Yeah,
Shadow
exactly.
Rock, dude. He's embraced the geese.
The geese, the Howard side of his name. My Shadow
Okay.
team consists of Shadow Rock, Shadow Terry, and Shadow Rio.
Jesus. Or
This is
no,
why we're not letting you into the tournament.
my favorite that everyone loved to do, pantsless characters, naked characters.
Oh god.
God.
Like
The
Raiden
Priceless
just
Yuri,
walking
man.
around.
Yes.
A big blob of just one like
Yes.
Big blob of
hell,
peach.
Raiden. And it's like Jesus Christ, dude.
Put on some pants, man.
You can do that in 13 also.
I don't know why they call you Big Bear.
But I think the important question that I have is who's going to show up for Alpha 2? Because I was talking to Nerd Josh about this, and I don't know that many people who are still around from the Alpha 2 days out here anymore.
Well, it's not so much that people from the old Alpha 2 days are around. It's a lot of the online players. They insist that they'll be able to take out pretty much anyone in Alpha 2. Alpha 2 has become a huge hit online. A lot of the newer players and just players who have been around since I want to say early-ish to mid-2000s, they've been playing Alpha 2 because Alpha 2 is considered to be the best Alpha to a lot of people because it's basically ST mixed with Alpha.
Yeah.
It's a really good game. I personally love it.
I don't know. I think it would be hilarious if I showed up.
Well, that's the thing. Mondo has said that he's got some surprises in Alpha 2.
Damn.
He says, I don't know, maybe I got 1, 2, 3, or 8, maybe even 4 surprises.
Wow.
So think
Interesting.
about that. Who from the old Alpha 2 days can come and wreck everyone's shit outside of
Cole.
Alex Valle,
Cole.
Jason Cole,
Watson, of course.
Watts, Choi. Did the Wolf Brothers play it?
Man, I don't know.
I don't
actually.
remember.
Wait. Fuck. Tony.
What? Wait a
Your
minute.
hero.
Oh no!
David Serlin.
Oh,
David
Uh-oh.
Low Strong Serlin. You know, he once won a match where he used Low Strong at a certain rhythm that he has not even disclosed, even to this day. You'll never get that information out of him.
And this is true. That's the thing about this. Remember, it is true.
Yes.
True or true?
until proven false.
No, everyone that was there said it's true. Like they said he was hitting at the strangest rhythm, and they don't understand what it was, but it worked, and holy shit, it was the best.
He's the reason why they don't make Red Fierce Berry Gatorade anymore. That or maybe because it tasted like salt.
He's the reason that they changed Alpha 2 to Alpha 3.
Alpha 3? I
He's
thought
the
that
reason
was.
snake shirts are illegal in the United States.
I thought they changed Alpha 2 to
I
Alpha
gotta
3
import
because.
mine from like
He's-
Monaco.
He's the reason that old white mothers lick their lips in a provocative way.
Oh man.
Wait, did Schaefer play Alpha 2?
He dabbled in it, but I don't think he took it seriously. He was a hyper fighting guy. Like,
I don't know. There could be any number of people who just show up out of the wilderness, I'm sure.
yeah, and that's the great thing about it. Who knows? Maybe we can get NYC Furby out here. Who knows?
Man, that must be nice to have like a community full of players that actually still used to play an Alpha game because I'm pretty sure all the Alpha players in NorCal are dead.
But you guys have all the CVS2 players.
That's
Yeah,
true.
we have Eric Choi.
Actually, there's a link that I don't know if any
And
of
we
you guys
got-
put
we got
that link when I
Leezy.
put it up.
But you also
Yes.
have Ricky.
Ricky and what? Well, I mean, like they don't do. I don't mean they're literally dead. I mean they're just like they're not active.
Oh,
you
they
know?
don't play.
Well,
Well,
You know, like the
I'm
last,
pretty-
like I used to know this guy named Sam. He was probably the best CVS2 and Alpha 3 player I've ever met in NorCal. And the last time I saw him, he was like backpacking through Chinatown.
Chris, have you not met Ricky Ortiz?
Have I
You-
actually? No, I have a funny story about how I met Ricky Ortiz, but I can't tell it on this show.
No, that's
Thank
fine.
you.
But I mean, you
Thank you.
just said this guy is better than Ricky Ortiz at CVS2 and Alpha. I mean, come on.
I'm pretty sure Sam could beat him.
Damn.
Them's are some bold words. I mean,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's
P
a lot.
Groove Balrog.
Those are
Check the
fighting
face.
Chris, check that link I just sent you. It might be relevant to your interests, and you might want to share it with people. Since you're talking about people that have disappeared.
ah, crap. Damn it.
You gotta share it with the people, man. You gotta.
Oh my god! What is this crap, dude?
So in my search for Makoto Mike, I came across this thread, and it got me a bit closer to him. But the rest of it is also gold.
This is so good.
You gotta share it, dude.
What is this? Somebody apparently is looking for Rob.
Damn.
Already.
Well, Chuck looks very. Yeah, I think it should be good this weekend. Plus, IE Battlegrounds now has their subscriber feature. You can subscribe to them, and you get what's the icon you get for it, Alex?
Is it the no mames?
Yeah,
There's definitely a no mames.
it's the stop sign with the no mames on it, which people love. And apparently, the Mexican runner, the speedrunner guy, is jealous that he did not get it. That he didn't think of it first.
All right, so these are some Third Strike players from NorCal, some famous and.
I did enjoy the Jimothy naps.
Oh, this was great.
You have Rom, Afro Rom. He will use Yang on you. Best Yang. Matchup versus you is 10-0. And there you can see SA3 Rom there with multiple shadows doing the
The grenade, the fucking Saiyan.
yeah.
Hula hooping. If
The best is definitely Johnny.
You gotta just show like one or two more, dude. You can't show Rom.
This
Rom's
Charlie
the
Brown
weakest one.
shit, man.
You can't show Rom. He's the most vanilla one. Look, there you got THC hardcore or THC soft serve.
NorCal's
Keep
best
going.
yellow Ken.
Yeah, he's
Dang.
the best okay. Just keep going down, dude.
Jimmy. Oh, Naps? Really?
Yeah, that's Naps.
yeah.
Why? Oh, I get it. It's an ironic photo.
He's Syrian, dude.
Chip, what the fuck?
He's not that ripped.
I mean,
Highest
Alex,
win streaks,
are
countless
you-
souls
Are you
consumed.
jealous that Black Robert is Alex?
Yeah, dude, he even has my Alex color. I want
know.
to be Black Robert.
The fucking Chip motherfucking Douglas.
Chip motherfucking Douglas.
You guys are all idiots.
Like, I want this done for SoCal Third Strike players. It would be perfect.
You know, whoever drew this has the similar art stylings of me.
That's what I was going to say.
I think you're getting framed, Paul.
Because my art.
Chip motherfucking Douglas.
Likes to throw boogers as well as roses at your big chest.
What is that in his hand?
A
It look like he
That's
has a
that's the
green
Oro.
football.
It's a booger and a rose.
Yeah, he's obviously a Dudley and a Oro player.
I really like Mommy.
That's Makoto Mike.
I know it is, but
I
it's
figured
just
out. So we're closer and closer to him every day, dude.
So
obvious and Makoto.
wow, man, they were just like. He still says he'll get one. This guy Makoto Mike will still get one match on this guy. He's really confident.
Yeah.
I think you got to show the Necro one. That's my favorite.
Let's see, we got Black Rob and
There you go.
Kinetics.
I really like
Kinetics-
Johnny Blaze.
Yeah, Johnny Blaze is the best one to me. I mean, think
Johnny-
about
Oh my God!
it. Johnny Blaze is a 9-2 matchup.
Johnny Blaze can't do math.
I really like the Tatsu. Like just the way the leg is.
These are so good. Black Robert is so sick.
Highest in the land. Oh, lordy.
Okay, so
Just show him the very last one for the sake of completion.
Chuck, pretty nice guy. I would
Yeah,
like
this
to
is so
think.
good.
I would like to set this up, but I doubt it will happen.
Just
I like how it looks like this was done on what appears to be a professional sketch pad.
yeah,
God, this is freaking Manny 720 still drunk from last weekend. And fucking Chuck.
Oh my
Pretty
God!
nice
okay. So now that we've gone through all these, don't forget to watch Geriatric Warfare this weekend on IE Battlegrounds. I don't know what time it's going to start. I'm going to assume anywhere between 2 and 5 Pacific Standard Time. Once again, it's going to be Alpha 2, CVS 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Super Turbo.
Every game with a 2 in it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Except for Vampire Savior.
Oh, I forgot the reason I
That's
brought
Hunter,
up that
you
thing.
mean?
Whatever.
Unless you want
Is
to play
that-
VSAV Hunt 2 or Hunter 2.
That's true. We could both do that.
Alex,
I
what
don't
were you trying to say?
necessarily want to. But we could do
Yeah,
it.
the reason I brought up that Third Strike Players link is that, lest we forget, there's also a Third Strike tournament this Friday at Super Arcade.
Mhm.
And this
Oh,
is
yeah,
this is the Lennon edition, which is named after our wonderful, wonderful recent father and high times enthusiast, king of the cannabis cup, Lennon Chavez. So I think this one they're gonna have it head to head instead of the usual side to side.
Oh, because Lennon was complaining about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was complaining about it or they're just making fun of Lennon.
That's
But-
what it was. He was on stream saying if it was head to head, it'd be much easier for him to play. No one can listen to his buttons and watch his buttons and junk like that.
Nobody does that anyway. Shit.
I do.
People do it.
Yeah, people do it. Watts
Look,
certainly does.
Chris, if you were around in the early '90s,
I was
you
around in the
now.
early '90s.
No, then that means you're lying. Okay,
Here's what happened. You want to know what? You want to know what fucking happened? I know what the fuck went down. I was fucking playing all that time too. Like, here's the thing, right? You fucking hit the wrong button at the right time. That's the fucking trick. Because then they're just like, wow, I jumped in the air and he did like low freaking slash or something, right? And it still anti-aired me. I can't listen to that because I have no answer for this random ass shit.
I like how he's lying because he said low slash. There's no low slash in Street Fighter 2.
I'm talking about Guilty Gear.
I don't care. I said
90s, huh?
Man. 90s.
99X, baby, Dreamcast.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
You told me 99 is not in the
Wait a minute.
90s?
I said
I
early
wanna
90s.
You
know-
check your
when are
math,
they gonna-
boy. I think you've been
When-
cheated.
When are they going to add Alpha 3 to the Friday Rusty Perry so we can just get the threes all together too?
Yeah, for real, I'd do that. I actually started playing Alpha 3 again.
If you're gonna have geriatric warfare and you're gonna have the twos, where's Sam's show 2?
I was waiting for that.
Apparently, there is some Neo Geo stuff in the works, but
Yeah.
hasn't materialized yet.
What's in the
Still,
works?
we still segregating SNK and Capcom players? Come on now.
Yes. That's pretty much what's happening. We're working on it, Mondo and I, and hopefully we can have something for you guys, some more news for you guys before SCR. Well, whatever happens, we'll just keep you guys up to date. But the tournament this week should be good. Both tournaments,
Yes.
Third Strike and the Old Man tournament. I really want to go to this Old Man tournament. I need to.
It's a good weekend for old people games.
I know.
Is it?
It's an amazing weekend for old people games. And yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully it's successful, so Super Arcade continues to do this.
That would be really cool. I think they plan on doing it as long as they get, acceptable turnouts. I don't think they're expecting to get more than, like a 16-man bracket for Alpha 2, but
Look,
hey, if they did, that would be crazy.
I'm calling it right now. Alpha 2 is going to have 24 people at least.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because
I'll take
people are like, oh, Alpha 2. Wow, I hear this game's good. I'm going to enter.
I heard guys good in this game.
dies to alpha counter.
Yeah.
There's a reason they don't kill you in any other game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do a chunk too.
So, I don't know. We took a look at the past. We can look to the future now. And next week, on Tuesday, we're going to have Evo games announced right here on IPW.
Special edition of the Fray.
Yep.
The Fray.
Is it special because it's on a Tuesday?
Yeah, I believe that's pretty
I
much
thought it was
why it's
special because somebody was awake to run the Fray for once.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Yep.
Rough stuff. Harsh words, Chris, harsh words.
It wasn't
So-
hard. It's the truth.
It's should be. I'm gonna assume it's Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 5 or 6 p.m. Pacific time. And Mr. Wizard's gonna be on there, and he's gonna announce the games. So we've done this already, like shortly after last Evo, and once again, late last year. Well, what do you guys think it's gonna be?
We're gonna do a pool. Can we throw in some Monopoly money?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I've got all the Monopoly money.
We're gonna do fantasy football, Evo picks. edition.
Fantasy
Yep.
Evo picks.
Yep.
I'm going to have to go with Dead or Alive 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw in a Killer Instinct.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to
Skullgirls
go-
Encore.
I'm gonna say Killer Instinct with Sancheesi over there.
Yeah. Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct just. It may not have the biggest scene, but to a lot of people, it seems like a shoo-in. For
It's-
multiple
Doesn't have the
reasons.
biggest scene.
It's got the biggest money.
Does have the largest buy-in. I gotta
Mhm.
get good at this game. $1,000.
Well, I think it's going to make it in for a few different reasons, but one thing is people are actually playing it now. Like, people want to learn this game. I was talking to a lot of people at the Runback, even people that don't play it right now, they really want to pick up an Xbox One to play it because apparently they really like the game.
Yeah, like I'm
You know,
saying,
go for it.
you got the money to play KI. You probably got the money to go to Evo. So
Yeah, I think that it's interesting because every time I'm over at Super now, there's always somebody playing KI. but the tournaments themselves still are not generating the numbers, and I think it's because people want to play, but they don't have it. So I think people are very scared to enter tournaments when they have very little practice with the game right now.
Yeah. But
That
it
would be
being
the most likely
announced,
thing.
yeah, it being announced for Evo will get a lot of those people who don't have the game to want to pick up the game.
Possibly. It's still the cost of an Xbox One, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, the cost of an Xbox One, or if you're in certain regions, the cost of going to your local tournament every week, or
Right.
like
And
Super Arcade has access to it Thursdays, Fridays, and I believe Saturdays as well.
I believe so.
I just hope that if KI is there, it gets the anime time slot because it's really not a good spectator game.
Yeah, I'm not a big
Alright.
fan of watching it either, to be honest.
I'm sure playing it is probably okay, but I just get so bored watching it. It's just... I just look at it and I'm like, I don't know how to play this game, but these guys should probably be ending their combos way earlier because they actually have a lot of, white damage built up. Just hit the ender. Nope, he got broken.
You need to get that extra 2%, dog.
Rather than chancing him breaking the combo for you trying to get damage, you're just going to keep trying to extend the damage that you're never going to hit because you're never going to hit ender. And then, whatever.
It's just basically one collective "aw" at the end.
The thing is, like, the point that Tony's trying to make, and I couldn't agree more, is that for every time somebody breaks, like, a massive white damage combo, it honestly feels like somebody had dropped a real combo in another game. So, like, imagine every time you're playing KOF, and somebody gets, like, some sick fucking counter hit Vapor Cannon with Maxima, and you're like, oh, this guy's going to Clown Town. This is doing, like, at least 50%. And then nothing happens.
Stand A reset.
Yeah, just stand A reset, and then the reset gets dropped. Like, doesn't even go for
What a
Stand A
tease!
reset, and then he cancels the stand A into D command grab, which, doesn't activate because he's still in recovery frames. And
Yo,
then
the Reiki?
He gets clown.
Yeah.
But
Just
anyway, can't get the anime time slot because anime is going to get the anime time slot.
Yeah, that's what I was
If
going to say.
Justice gets it, it's definitely...
Well, hold on. What is the anime time slot now? Because Evo last year had Persona. What was it? Friday night or Saturday night?
That's true.
So the new anime time slot is not even on a Sunday.
Well, we don't even know how many games they're going to run.
That's another thing. But they did say that... Well, they say this every year. They say that they're going to try to run less games, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
You can't trust Wizard until he finally lays down the line.
That's pretty accurate.
Wizard likes screwing with people. I like it. So we'll see. We still don't know what the format's going to be. If it's like obviously no schedule announced outside of the dates and location. So yeah, next week we find out the games, and I'm sure Mr. Wizard generally will take questions while he's announcing the games. So he'll announce the games, and then he'll take questions for I think like a 20 to 40 minute period after announcing everything. So hopefully he still does it the same way on the Fray. And
I
we'll
think
see.
so. Yeah.
I think we should get a. I think people will be surprised at some of the games that are announced this year. I'm not saying I know what the games are. I just have a feeling that it's gonna be like, whoa, this game's in it. What about that game?
Well, I think it's at this point we can't really help but feel that because nobody is really feeling certain about anything other than AE and Marvel. Like last year, we were just KOF will likely be in it again because it had such a great year last year, and it had a good year this year. But it's kind of just like, is it gonna have, are we just gonna keep depending on Evo to make KOF relevant?
Yeah. And the other thing we know is, so Wizard already said there's gonna be one anime game in Evo. But which game is it gonna be?
That's a tough
I
one.
think we need to consult our anime expert.
Who, me?
Paul.
I was like, me? I think it's BlazBlue. I think it's CP.
Yeah, it has to be CP.
I don't think there's really a choice, honestly. We're not going to have Persona.
No, nobody's gonna play Persona.
Not going to have Guilty, the new one, and people don't want to play Plus R.
Yeah.
Well, I do, but nobody else does.
I want to play minus R.
Well, fine.
Maybe
Just
Plus
turn off
RW?
Plus R then. Shit.
How about Plus RW, where everyone just plays a Robo Kai Mark II?
You can do that on Steam, I hear.
Hey, we
Kai
can
Mark
practice
II.
Isuka again. It's on Steam now.
Yo, let's go! 4-man anime tournament.
Actually, you gotta come over to my house if you want to do that.
Yeah, no online.
This is so terrible.
Fucking brilliant. I guess that's an announcement. Isuka's on Steam now and it has no online. Good shit.
And of all Guilty Gear games, Isuka.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it had a PC port, so it's probably just the exact same one.
So
Yeah,
did
sure it
Reload.
is. Yeah, Reload had it.
Wait, hold
Though
on. Can we get
unofficial.
They're a different company.
Gibby just did something that irked me. Can we have our other anime expert chime in?
Oh yeah, I mispronounced something. Eat shit, Sanchez.
How about you fucking respect the lore, you son of a bitch?
Listen, I've been calling a character by his wrong name for over 23 years now.
Well, I'm gonna have to call the lore police.
Gibby, hit me with that pronunciation
The
again.
Department of Home Lore Security.
Commissioner Kelly Lorden.
The Isuka.
It was Guilty Gear. Which one is on Steam? Gibby?
It's Isuka.
Isuka.
Oh God, Isuka.
Isn't that Russian for... Yeah.
Guilty Gear is Sokka forever.
Yeah, there you go. Guilty
Gibby,
Gear
what was-
KOF 96 songs.
Guilty Gear
Gibby, what was the
Suka.
name of that one shooter
can't
where
say
you could
that.
switch colors, like to black and white?
I don't remember.
It's a Dreamcast.
I like that. I
Really
don't-
popular.
I
Started with an I.
don't give a shit about Dreamcast.
Wow.
Like, I
That
know
was the best
exactly
system.
which one you're talking about. I
Ika-
don't give a game.
Dodan Patchy?
Ikaruga.
No,
No.
I'm shutting this down, please. Stop the stream. I can't.
It was Ikuraga. There you go. I got it. I figured it out.
Amazing.
Is it a Kuma?
Yeah. Oh.
No, if you guys want to respect the lore, you call him Goki.
Now go Uki.
God.
I thought it was Gauki.
You know what? I don't think this is serious right now.
Gauki
Isn't
from
he
Down
a
Under.
cross between a ninja and a Neanderthal man?
Stop. Stop. We're running so far off the rails.
Did we have anything else other than making fun of anime names?
How about this? The main character in Street Fighter is Ryu. Have fun with that.
Actually, it is.
No, it's not.
Was his mom Kanga?
So fucking reuse Australian now.
Yep. That's what it is.
Somebody needs to
British.
Photoshop
Crikey.
Ryu in Kanga's pouch. Right now, I could use
Kanga's got a command grab.
Just runs into Zangief for Hugo for the first time. Crikey! Look at the size of that one. It is at this exact moment that I remember that a lot of our fans are in Australia. I am so sorry,
Salty Pete,
Yeah.
if you're watching. If you want to get back at him, just challenge him to Knifey Spoony. It's a 10-0.
No, I'm not. You know what happened at the last Knifey Spoony? I got fucking. I didn't even get to play because I got fucking. I basically shitted myself in tears.
He got mind crushed. Like some dude literally walked around, Australia shirt, Australian flag over his shoulders, and like I'm pretty sure he wore a crown, and it was just
So
like,
he
all
had the
right.
Australian headband.
Oh, that's what it was.
Like, you guys sell
It's like,
coffee? Beer.
Yeah, like this guy was fucking decked the shit out. I was gonna play him a Knifey Spoony, and then I was like, oh god, he has been playing this since the cradle.
Damn.
Oh.
Man. I think we're done.
You think? Well, a couple things before we go. Once again, Hellpox and I did a daily blow up last night with Breaker's Revenge. We played for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. The archive should be up on YouTube, hopefully within 24 hours. And we do plan on doing this more often, of course, every Sunday at random times. We're still not sure when because I don't know why. So if you want to see us play any game in particular, just let us know through Twitter. Message us or SDRcast, I should say, and let us know. Tell us what you want us to play, and we'll play it, whether we know how to play it or not.
Yeah.
Just no Eternal Champions.
Yeah, I don't even know how we're gonna do that, man.
Yeah.
I want to see you guys play Tournament Fighters
Oh, I'll beat the crap out of Chris. Why do you want to see that?
because it's Tournament Fighters is a really fun game to watch.
Okay, that's true.
I'll play him in the Genesis version of the fighting game.
I've never played that one.
Nobody's played that one.
I did. I was the first one I played. I didn't get the Super Nintendo one until later.
Damn. So you were all about that blast process?
He was about that poverty life, is what he was
Okay.
about.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I
you
like
guys
I
should
like
do
the I
actually-
like the art direction in the Genesis version more than I liked it on the SNES one.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys should
It was
play,
more closer to the comic book.
Well,
King of
that's
the
accurate.
Monsters.
Oh, King of the Monsters is so sick.
That should be
Baseball
definitely be
stars.
on the line.
Yeah.
No, Chris is not seeing me at Baseball Stars.
Baseball Stars.
All right.
What can I beat you in? Arm wrestling.
Windjammers, maybe. Yeah, if you want to see us play anything, let us know. Lord Walkman is going to start up his when exactly? Eventually?
I don't know what day, but it's probably going to be sometime. I'm not sure if this week because I'm not at home right now and I won't be home for a while.
Okay.
But I've become a lot less busy now that an event that my whole family was putting on for my grandmother is over. So now I don't have any things to worry about that. So it should be sometime soon.
Okay. And hopefully, if everything works out properly, we can get a special edition of the Daily Blow Up with Sanchez and a mystery guest. We won't say who yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it works out, right, Sanchez?
It might be Jesus.
It might be Jesus.
It might be.
Correspondent Alex Sanchez. The Daily Blow Up
location.
on the scene.
Wow, what a scoop!
And
It's gonna be
remember to
Alex
watch
Sanchez as Scoop Newsman.
Oh
You know
no!
what?
You gave it away.
No. No, and also remember, don't forget to watch our other sister cast on this channel. The Show That Sucks tomorrow or every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and The Fray, which is probably, I'd say, once a month, generally on a Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Time, unless it's going to be a special time slot like next week on
Wait.
Tuesday.
I just thought about that. So they're gonna run back to back?
I believe so.
Huh.
Are either of you going to be on the Fray on Tuesday for the Evo announcement?
It's
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to work, so it's a big toss-up. I have to talk to Seg.
I was about to say, if we want the responsible one, it's going to be Gibby.
Or also, in I don't know the extended. I suppose our cousins at this point. I don't know. Watch Ultra Trend as well. I mean, they've been doing stuff consistently still on Mondays and Tuesdays, right?
Have they?
Yeah,
I don't know,
they still do stuff consistently on Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday. They both have a nice head of hair, and I don't have that head of hair.
What are you
But,
talking about, dude? It's coming back. I saw you at Capcom Cup, man.
Yeah, oddly enough, my hair is regrowing. It's strange. I don't know how. But I just want to point something out. James Chen insists that his hair is better than Ringe's hair. And
No.
I cannot
No.
I cannot get behind James Chen with that. James, I love you, but goddamn it, Ringe has a beautiful head of hair.
I'm gonna say James's hair is like mid high, at least, but Ringe is rocking that S tier.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do a little self promotion. Watch me play old RPGs. Twitch.tv/SNKGibby. It's stupid. It's bad. It's fun.
If you go on there, you can usually hear me and him talking about dumb stuff that doesn't make any sense, like talking about the flavors of hummus.
Yes.
And normally there's like Dragon Quest, which is pretty fun.
And then I randomly come in with some inappropriate rap lyric.
That's true.
Which I'm perfectly okay with.
I just
Look at
realized
this.
that the date for the ticker has been January 2nd the entire show.
We fucking
I
pointed
said
that
that.
out like an hour ago.
I wasn't
Yeah.
paying attention. I've been having these drinks of water.
So just so you guys know, we've been
These
doing
drinks
the show
of
for,
non-alcoholic water.
Water. What is this? The sky water.
we've been doing this cast from the past. We had a great New Year's Day last night. Some of us got drunk. Not gonna
Yeah.
say who, but others, we just sat down and had a nice, respectable evening with family.
That's true.
I mean, we're not going to mention about the time that Tony got so drunk that he fought that cop when he took his hat.
Oh, that was the funniest thing.
Jesus,
Tony would make a good cop. I mean, he pulled that hat off.
Oh, yeah. Took the guy's taser and got him right in the ass.
Wow.
Good work, Tony.
I might not have a
nice
lot
work
of,
on that CQC.
I might not have a lot of stamina, but I'm definitely going to be in there.
He's a scrapper.
Yeah. Give me 3 rounds, and that guy's going to be knocked out by the second one. That's all I'm saying.
Look at this. Tony's just 3 out of 5. There you go. Just doing this shit all over again.
Hey, look,
Tony,
man.
Tony can drink all of the alcoholic beverages, you guys. Come on.
You gotta slow down, bro.
Give
No,
me more
that's not
alcohol, he says.
Yeah, and so, follow us all on the Twitters to see what we're doing on our daily lives, which is usually just complaining about not having pizza.
That's pretty
To be
accurate.
fair.
That was actually me today, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we do. I'm always complaining about it. You, Alex, Tony, that's pizza and tacos.
I was trying to
Yep.
goad people into ordering me a pizza. Nobody did.
Oh man, no one ordered Kelly a pizza. You guys suck.
Let's start a Kickstarter.
Just have a
Kickstarter.
yeah.
SDR Pizza Fund. If you donate $50, you get to choose one of the toppings.
If you donate
invited to
$1,000,
pizza
we'll have
party.
dinner with you. But you got to pay for your own way to come over here and
If
dinner.
you donate $50, I'll draw you a picture of me made out of pizza.
Ooh. Like
It's
that.
canon, because that's what I am in real life.
Just the pizza. Interesting. Okay.
So, I think we've.
I'll draw you a picture of Tony as a pizza, back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
Speaking of which, I was outside the Krispy Kreme and I realized my phone has no good camera, and I was so sad. I was about to do it. Also, it doesn't have a big storefront, so I definitely
We were just gonna backflip and
hit the wall.
There you go, Tony,
And with
picking
that-
fights with the cops again.
Just kill it, man. Just take us out of here.
I think we're going to call that one a day. So for everybody here at Super Desperation Radio, good night and good luck.